What's good, y'all? John D. Saunders here. You know the vibes. In today's video, I'm going to show you 4 ways to add value to your web design or service-based business. Let's go. So if you own a web design agency or a service-based business that's planted primarily online, you want to be able to diversify that income without starting an entirely new business. So I'm going to break down these 4 ways. 1, as a web design agency owner, you've built systems, right? You probably have a checklist, some type of PDF or document that you work from to be able to provide value to your customers. If you're doing that, you can systematize that process. So you can basically bundle and gift wrap that into a digital product. One of those things includes, for myself, I created a job template. So you can go to my website, you can download the job template, and it's essentially the same exact thing we use to work with clients that we package into a digital product using a platform called Podia. And now folks can visit my website and download this job template. Now y'all might think, okay, this job template is $39. He probably hasn't done anything with this, but I've gotten a bag with this small course where it's just products that I've taken from our existing platform. So essentially we have a few different products like the job templates, we have an SOP course, and then a lot of those smaller things are included in a larger scale course called our Web Design Studio Accelerator. Now that includes our entire blueprint to running an agency. And I'm not saying this to sell that product. I'm more so saying, think about how you can take the products and things you have in your agency right now and turn them into digital products that won't take a ton of extra work that you can offer as a digital download. That way you can start to create passive income as you manage your agency. Now, the great thing about that is it makes it so you're not as dependent on clients or prospects for income because you have additional income coming from these different avenues. So that's 1. 1 is take what you know, take your skills, take the assets in your agency and turn them into digital products. 2, and y'all ready for this one? Offer consulting. So you can do 30-minute to an hour consulting using a platform like Calendly where people can literally book your calendar, they pay, and then you're able to provide them with value. Now, the great thing about this is 1, you can record those calls, right? And then be able to repurpose that content. 2, now you're seen as a thought leader in the space because you're able to provide these consultings for, let's say, $250, $300 for an hour session or whatever you would charge. And now you're able to prove your expertise. You're able to get a nice income stream coming in, and then you can set your times. So using a platform like Calendly, I could say, okay, well, on Mondays, 10 to 11, I'm going to dedicate that to anyone that wants to book me for a consult. Now I'm making an extra $500, $1,000 a week just doing these smaller consults where I can then repurpose that content into more social media, YouTube content like this, and more. 3, if you're a web design agency owner, there's so many different things that you can do to add value to your overall top line. So for us, as an example, we do branding, design, and development. Those are our main source and main core service offers. However, what we do to be able to increase our price and offer a premium service is we do additional things in that execution. So we'll set up Google Analytics, we'll set up Microsoft Clarity, we'll do on-site SEO, meaning writing titles, meta descriptions for content. We'll also set up all their alt text to make sure that that website is accessible, and all that's included in our proposal. So if you have 2 agencies, one is going to do a design and development and website for you, and then you have our agency who's going to do design and development, but also set up your analytics and make sure that everything is ready to go for your site to go live. Which agency you're going to go with? And we can charge a premium for that because we're including all these assets and different items in the execution of the project. So you might be paying a similar price, right? But we're able to add these value adds through our standard operating procedures, through the systems we built at the agency to get that job done. So I got a story to tell y'all. So this is 4, and 4 is repurpose your content and sell it as a product. For example, we had a lead come in and they said, hey, we want to work with you, we want to collaborate, we're ready to build out a project. And we said, okay, awesome, we'll send over a proposal. We sent over a proposal, they said they liked it, but they're like, hey, we want to see some like how this would work out, like how you would create a wireframe from what we provided. That was the first mistake because I should have said, well, no, we only do that once we start working. But I was really excited and wanted to work on this project. So I said, okay, we'll design a homepage for you. We designed a light and dark theme of that website. Took us a few days of work, but I was sold that we were gonna get this project. So we send over the wireframes to them to check out. They love it. They say, this is great, this is awesome. And then we don't hear from them again. We check in, they're not responding to emails, or they're saying we're waiting for the boss to respond, nothing. So I'm like, all right, what are we gonna do? We took this, we developed it into a wireframe, we developed a website, and then we sold it as a template. And now it's made more money than it would have made if we would have collaborated with that client. So try to think of ways that you can repurpose content. I was actually just watching a video from another agency called Edgar Allen, and one of their team members created this typeface, right? It was super dope typeface. They served it to the client. The client was like, nah, I don't want this. This is not my cup of tea. And so that designer said, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what? Let me repurpose this and sell it. So he ended up selling it on a creative market. Other agencies started to pick it up, stores. He started to see his font on t-shirts. It was just really dope. And he ended up doing really, really well with that font because he repurposed it and used it for his advantage. So those are some quick tips, y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.